Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I want to talk about a new camera I got from SJCAM a little while back. We did a little review on the SJCAM C200 Plus, which was a tiny little camera that filmed in 2.7K. And this was the camera that we wanted to use on our drone, which we have used on the Pavo 30 HD. SJCAM recently put out another camera here, and this one is 4K stabilized, and only it's not 38 by 40 by 2160. I think the size is a 2880 by 2160, but you could upscale it to a 3840 by 2160, I think, and it probably would look okay. When I first got this camera or seen it online, I actually thought it might be a little bit smaller than what it is. As you can see, it's quite a bit bigger than the C100, but it's kind of a cool camera. It has the little button to start it on the front, and on the back it actually has a little screen here so you can view what you're filming. They have a little speaker here on the back for recording your sound, and here there's a little button. This flops up, and here you can see inside they have your SD card slot. I don't know if you can see that or not, but you have your SD card slot, and you have your USB-C for charging, and there's a little tiny dot over in here, which is like a reset button in case, you know, your settings aren't right or you need to return everything to the default. I've only used this a couple of times, so I'm really not sure how good or not how good it really is. The footage seems to be okay. On the package they do say stabilization, but I did find the stabilization wasn't super good. I don't know if you have an editing program that could actually stabilize the footage a little bit more, but like I said, I haven't done a lot with this camera as of yet, but I like the idea that it was inexpensive, and you know, it was like $170, and the thing is, it's shooting 4K, and it might be something I could put on a hat cam or something I could stick on my drone. And so we're gonna play around with this, and we're gonna show you what you get in the box, and we're gonna do a little bit of footage on this just so you can see if maybe this is something you might be interested in. This is the SJCAM C200. It's 4K, it's got a gyroscope, I guess that's for the stabilization. It's also, this entire camera, once this is closed, which you have to make sure is sealed very tight, this whole camera here is actually waterproof up to 5 meters, and I think they actually give you a case that you can put this in that will allow you to, I think, go up to 30 meters. Anyways, so let's look in the box and let's see what they're offering. Okay, so here we have a typical manual that shows you everything, and this is the waterproof case. This is the waterproof case there if you needed to go down more than 5 meters. I think it's pretty cool that this whole thing can be submerged. That's a waterproof camera. That's pretty pretty good, and considering it has buttons on the side, I'm amazed. But anyways, that would just fit in there like that, and you would again have to make sure this is sealed up really well, and I'm not sure how well you would see through the back for the viewfinder here. And this would be the button to start the camera and record. And before we get too far ahead, I want to show you more. I want to show you the menu and everything on the back, if we can access that. But to turn it on, it's just like the C100 Plus. You just press and hold for about 30 seconds, and you'll see a blue light. And then if you press once, it'll start flashing, and it's recording. And the great thing with this camera here is it has the viewfinder on the back. So on the viewfinder, you'll actually see if it's actually recording, because up in the top left-hand corner, you see a flashing red light. So you know that that it's actually recording. But anyways, let's turn this off. Stop the recording. We'll leave this on for a few seconds because I want to show you how to connect this to your phone for some of the settings. They do have an on-screen settings and everything, but I think going into your phone might be a little bit easier. So let's set this here. So inside, they also give you a box. And in that box, there's a whole bunch of goodies. You know, here's some sticky pads. This looks like this may be another case for the camera. See, I haven't even opened any of this stuff, so I'm really not sure what all they're giving you in here. I know it was pretty good with the other SJCAM I had. There was lots of attachments. Okay, again, this is like a clip thing, so you'll be able to just take your camera. You'll be able to slide it in there fairly simply, and clip this on your belt loop or your shirt or whatever. You know, that's really cool. That is really cool. Now, how do you pop this out? Oh, I see. So it's hard to pop out because this actually clips onto the top of the camera. So to get that out, you're going to have to pull that back and pull the camera straight up. Well, I guess that's cool that it locks in place, but okay, another thing that you're going to get is, again, you're going to get this little GoPro attachment and the thumb screw that comes with it, and also some more GoPro mounts here, and I think this is the one that you could use for your hat mount. And I think today when I test this out, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pop the camera in there like this. Okay, let's see. Okay, and then we'll snap that in place, and see, this can fit onto a hat cam. Okay, let's turn that off for now. You know, and the great thing with this too, I noticed, which is kind of good, is you can access these two buttons here on the side. This bottom button here is for connecting Wi-Fi to your phone, which I'll show you in a minute. And this top button here is M. I guess it's manual settings. I think that's what you press to bring up your menu. So let's turn this on and let's connect this to our phone. Okay, so she's on. Now, to activate the Wi-Fi, we're going to press on this button. Press and hold, and you see on the back the Wi-Fi is on. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to open up the phone. Okay, we're going to go into settings. Okay, and normally I did connect this probably about 15 minutes ago, so it automatically connected to it when I opened up my phone. But normally with that on the Wi-Fi, you will get the C200 showing up in available networks, and you would just tap on it and it would connect to the camera. Now once it's connected to the camera, one thing you're going to want to do, the same with the C100 Plus, is you're going to want to download the SJCAM app, which is this particular app. So we'll tap on that app. Okay, we're going to close this up, and it's showing the camera here. So we want to connect to the camera. So let's connect to the camera. Let's hold the camera up, and there you go. There you go. Okay, so now she's actually connected to the camera. Now let's see if we can stand that up like this. Okay, now on here, while you're in the app, if you click on this, oh no, that's be if you had pictures. Okay, let's click on the resolution. Now here we have it at the highest setting. This is supposed to be the 4K, which is 2880 by 2160, 24 frames per second. You can also do 2560 by 1440, 30 frames per second, which I think is 2.7K. And then we have 1920 by 1080, 60 frames per second. And we also have 1920 by 1080, 30 frames per second. So that's for the video. So also, if you want to change this camera into camera mode, right beside the video, you press on that. Okay. And it's now in picture mode, so let's snap a picture. So we just hit that red button, and there, we've just snapped a picture. Okay, and again, you go back into video mode. And at the top there, we have a resolution of 2880 by 2160, 24 frames per second. Like we had mentioned earlier, the gyro sensor we have on, audio is on. The exposure value was at 0, but we set it at plus 1/3. White balance is on auto, color is normal, but you also have black and white, retro, warm, and cool. We're going to keep it on normal. Okay, we have loop recording, 3 minutes. There's different settings in there up to 10 minutes. Timestamp we have on. Logo watermark is off, but I think if you put it on, you may be able to add your own logo in there. Bit rate we have at high. It has low, middle, and high. Down here, now one thing that was really important when I started this camera up, I just charged it up and plugged it in and turned it on to record, and it wouldn't record. I finally realized that the one thing you want to do is you want to click on format, and as soon as you click on format, confirm, and it's going to format that card, and then it's going to start recording. Auto power off, 10 minutes. They have different settings in there, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, or off. The LCD off time, you can have it go off in 1 minute or 5 minutes. Maybe we'll change it to 5 minutes. The keypad tone you can have on or off. I'm not sure what the keypad tone, maybe that's for the touch screen at the back. Frequency, I think default was 50 Hertz. We've set it at 60 Hertz. And then at the bottom you have firmware version. And I guess maybe if it needs a firmware update, that's going to show up in here. Okay, so let's go back out. Now, I think what we're going to do is we're going to put this in our hack cam, and we're going to put this into the hack cam, and we're going to walk around and shoot a bit of video and just see how the stabilization is and see how the sound is in this. So let's stick her in the hat. Okay, and it looks like the camera is recording, so we're going to put our hat on. Let's see if we can connect to the camera. What we're going to do is we're just going to walk around with the camera on, and we're going to test the footage. And the stabilization, let's see how stable it is when she's filming, and let's check out the audio on it, see if the audio is any good. Okay, we're going to walk down here. Okay, I'm kind of hoping that the footage will look okay. You know, it's nice looking around here. You can see that all the trees starting to change color here. So it'll be interesting to see how this camera does filming all that. Some nice close-ups here. The leaves. Some of the leaves are starting to die here. I guess that means winter's coming. Okay guys, well anyways, I just thought I'd do a little short review on this camera, the SJCAM C200, and it's 4K. And if this is a camera that you'd be interested in, let me know. And I hope we've explained everything about this camera that we possibly could. And I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, please give us a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to see more reviews on cameras and drones. And again, I thank you all for watching. And we'll catch you in the next one.